Hello you guys, welcome to your practice. I'm Dionne, so happy that you're here with me. This is a sequence that I love to do at any time of day. It's great as a warm-up as well, and I'm going to link you somewhere above or below to a back bending sequence which I like to do after this particular, I don't know, what do we call this? Rolling around on the floor. That's what we're going to do. We're going to roll around on the floor. So you're welcome to use a yoga mat if you've got one. If I'm going for full luxe, I like to just have a blanket and actually just do it on a blanket or the floor if I just want a little bit brutal rolling. Anyway, let's get on with it. Come down onto your back, and you're fine to keep your socks on for this one as well. If you've got a lot of hair, you might sort of want to get it out the way as much as you can. So you don't want like a big bun behind you or anything. So you want to have some free movement. Take a moment with your knees bent, feet on the floor. Take a couple of breaths. As always, check in, just see where you're at in this moment, on this day, appreciating that things change all the time. Our bodies, our situations that we go through, our moods, feelings, and so on. Embrace it all, appreciate it all. And then just start to notice what's touching the floor behind you, and you might gently tilt, so tuck and untuck the pelvis, just a tiny amount, real micro movements here. Then you might also think about pressing feet into the floor, one then the other. Just a slight rocking of the pelvis. And then let that go. Think about the backs of the shoulders now. Maybe you can broaden your back on the floor. And that might mean that your hands move away from the low body a bit and just let them. Try and find a comfortable position. Relax the fingers, soften the jaw. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed. If you prefer just to watch the video through quickly and then just get on with it, then you're welcome to do that. So we're going to add a little bit more on here. So just gently glide your hands up so they're sort of level with the shoulders, there or thereabouts. Try not to get too neurotic about this. And you're going to reach through your fingers, but try and keep the contact through the back of the shoulder blades. And just notice your breath here. So what we're trying to do is just broaden the space. Back body, front bodies, side bodies. And then from here on, in the inhale, you're gently going to lift the arms up. Welcome to keep the elbows bent if that's more comfortable. We're trying to maintain ease around the shoulders. And you're going to cross your right arm underneath the left and start to bend the elbows and let the hands drop towards the floor. Maybe you can get the upper arms to touch. And then if there's space, and if your body is able to, you can start to like walk your fingers underneath you. You're basically giving yourself a wonderful hug. And then squeezing the arms together, start to lift the elbows up if that's accessible. So just notice what's going on here for you in your body. If there's any kind of pain or tweaking or twinging, really recommend backing off. Just listen to your body. And there's an optional extra. Remember, you were tucking and untucking the pelvis. Try doing that again, but lengthening the low back. So it's as if you're dragging your bum towards your heels. So you're making more contact to the floor with your back. Just take a couple of breaths there, maybe lifting the elbows a little bit higher. No force, but rather this kind of spreading of the lats, a broadening of the lungs, space. Nice. And we'll unravel that the way that we came in, opening up the arms, reaching the hands down to the floor, and you can maintain that length through the low back here. So there's like a drawing in of the front body towards the back body. But keep it easeful, not like hard rock core workout, guys. See if you can like avoid that. And we'll do the other side. As you inhale, lifting the arms up. See if you can make the area around the base of your neck really relaxed. Then we're going to do the other side. So it's going to be the weird side. I guess that's right arm over left. Yeah, that feels weird for me. Bend the elbows. Maybe you can go for that lovely hug. reaching around, and maybe just give yourself a little massage with your fingers. So it's almost like you're using your fingers to broaden the scapula, broaden the back, broaden the upper back, mid-back. And then once again, it might be different on this side, but see how you go. Maybe you can lift the elbows up a bit. And then think about the pelvis. So maybe you can draw your bum cheeks, they're not going to move, but like this idea that you're drawing your bum cheeks towards your heels, so lengthening through the low back. And that will also kind of switch on this idea of the front body moving towards the back body. So it's like going in for the support. And as you breathe here, maybe lifting the elbows up a bit more, but try and keep the front of the throat nice and relaxed. There's no straining in the neck at all. Back of the neck is long. So if it helps, think about holding some kind of, I don't know, orange or like grapefruit. I'm not big on grapefruits, but holding a grapefruit underneath your chin. Nice. And then slowly coming out of that, the way that we came in, opening up. So really this is just about shoulder awareness, thinking about how we breathe, how much space we can create in the upper body as well as the low body. So we'll add a little bit more low body now, start to widen the feet apart, and you can just let the pelvis relax to whatever normal is for you. And you're just going to sway the knees. In fact, I like a little bit of a cheeky extra by sliding my arms above my head here. It's not for everyone, so just do what works for you. Have your arms anywhere you like. I'm going to drop my knees over to the right, nice and long through the front of that left thigh. And then coming back to center, dropping over to the other side. So it's as if I'm trying to reach my right knee forwards and down. So here it might feel more comfortable to arch the back. So try to bring the front body towards the back body at the same time, so there's that sense of integration rather than strain. And you can repeat this a few times, as many times as you like if it feels good. You can also let the head get into it, so the head probably naturally wants to move a bit. Nice, just checking in with the hips, seeing where they're at. So all the while keeping your breath steady. And we're going to end up with our knees over to the right side. And then from here, just start to lower the right hand down. So once again, the hand is in line with the shoulder. Now we're going to go integrate more of the shoulder work. So think about your left fingertips. Try and keep them in contact with the floor. So you're going to slide the left fingertips over your head. Got a special soundtrack today. Slide them over all the way around as if you're trying to meet your right fingertips. So as you can see, my upper body is starting to turn towards the right, and you can just let that happen. Keep reaching through your left fingertips. Now my face is moving towards the ground. See if you can reach further through the left fingertips beyond the right hand. And then slowly go back the way that you came. So opening up, it's like a rainbow, I guess. Nice. So left hand comes down in line with the left shoulder. Knees come up to center and drop over to the left side. So now the right arm starts to lift. Try and keep in contact with the fingertips, not straining though. You're going to arc over like a rainbow, taking it slow. Seeing if you can draw, imagine like your fingertips are chalk. That's a weird thing to think about. Imagine you're drawing a massive arc, like a chalk angel behind you. Keep reaching through your right fingertips. Nice. I'm just going to show you on this side while we're here. An optional extra is to start to reach that right leg back behind you. Spread the toes, maybe turn the toes down. That's going to give you more space for your low back, and maybe a little bit of emphasis of IT band stretch. See how that goes. Nice. And then returning to center. So knees are coming up as the fingertips reach over the head. So you can do this as many times as you like here. Just noticing how you move. Does it feel a bit clunky? It's okay if it does. It's a strange movement. So remember, the right leg reaching back is an optional extra. Nice. And then when it feels good, just return to center. Arms can be by your sides, knees bent. You can walk the feet a bit closer together and closer towards your bum. And then just bend the elbows. Take the hands somewhere to rest on the front body, anywhere that feels comfortable. Just take a couple of breaths there. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. I really hope those weird floor movement rolling things felt good for your body. And just let me know how it goes. Thanks for practicing with me as always, and I'll link you somewhere. Peace and peace.